British Columbia is the latest province to stop covering the cost of OxyContin prescriptions for pain relief. OxyContin helped change the medical landscape in Canada thanks to what critics call one of the most aggressive marketing campaigns in history. The drug gave relief to tens of thousands of people, but many of them became addicted. The Fifth Estate's Lyndon McIntyre now with the difficult road ahead for those who've grown dependent on the drug.
Marty Whittaker broke her back water skiing 12 years ago. She's one of 30,000 people in Ontario whose OxyContin prescriptions will now run out for good as provinces begin to drop it from the list of drugs approved for public funding.
I've been on OxyContin for 10 years now, and it has been a lifesaver for me. It's the only medication, oral medication, that we've tried that deals effectively with my pain.
Research by the Fifth Estate reveals that OxyContin sales in Canada rocketed from $3 million a year in 1996 to over $240 million in 2010, driven to a large degree by a multi-million-dollar marketing strategy that targeted doctors, medical schools, and pain clinics. The drug was a godsend to people like Marty Whittaker.
I'm as dependent on OxyContin as I am on my glasses to see.
But it has become a curse for tens of thousands who became addicted to prescription drugs, many of them on OxyContin, because of what critics call a marketing strategy that deliberately downplayed risks.
I think it's been reckless prescribing.
Dr. John Craven runs a methadone clinic. He blames doctors and the drug company for what he sees as an addiction epidemic.
I think they've forged ahead with complete and reckless disregard for the safety of vulnerable people in our communities.
Now that OxyContin is disappearing from the pharmacies, addiction clinics like the one in London are bracing for an influx of people who, whether they know it or not now, have become hopelessly addicted. Toronto health officials report a threefold increase in methadone demand already.
When you run out, you'll do anything because that sickness, you can't compare it to even the worst flu you've had.
Tammy Dagnall started taking OxyContin for chronic pain in 1997. Became hopelessly addicted. She's been trying to get off OxyContin for years.
It's an absolute addiction, of course. But the chemistry in OxyContin, it does help your pain.
Now that OxyContin has been delisted in Ontario and other provinces, Tammy Dagnall will have to find a substitute or learn to live with the twin burdens of chronic pain and drug addiction. We asked Purdue Canada for an interview. They provided a written statement that all their sales activities in Canada complied with government regulations. Lyndon McIntyre, CBC News, Toronto.
And you can watch Lyndon's full investigation into OxyContin. That's Time Bomb with Lyndon McIntyre on the Fifth Estate at the Times right there on your screen.